Hi, welcome to Denton, Texas, and it's our intention to take this 1997 Silverado 4x4 with the Z71 package out for a drive. As you can see by this interior, it is in absolutely beautiful condition. I mean, the interior looks like new. So if you haven't seen the walk-around video, make sure to check that out, because I open the hood and do a lot of other things. But we're going to take it out for a drive, and we're going to start out in 2 high, and then we'll shift into 4 low, and we'll just take it for a road. And I want you to notice how quiet this truck is. I mean, we'll go over some bumps and stuff, but you won't hear any rattlings or anything. This vehicle literally runs and drives like a brand new vehicle. And I don't exaggerate by saying that. I had it on cruise control and drove it pretty hard, in the sense that if it was 75 miles per hour on the highway, I was doing 79, had it on cruise the whole way. And in fact, we'll engage the cruise right now and you'll see. So, got my foot off the gas and we're on cruise. I'm going to take it off because we have a curve coming up. I need to slow down. And I drove it, fairly hard, and I got 18 miles to the gallon. And part of that was mountain travel, so a lot of hills and grades, etc. So it got pretty good fuel mileage for a vehicle 26 years old. And one of the things I'd like to point out is, I have a friend who bought a almost new Duramax. It's already been back to the shop in need of some code that was reading emissions issues. And I've heard that so many times with new vehicles. They have so many computer-driven gizmos that fail, and there's problems getting parts, etc. And I don't know why somebody even buy some $100,000 or $120,000 truck and then have to deal with all those kind of problems. If you're working, it's pretty hard to do. I'm going to drive it fast over these railroad tracks just so you can see that it goes over it without a bunch of rattles. See how quiet that is? So it's got a little bit of pep to it. It's got a 5.7 and it will get up and go. My regular vehicle is got a 5.7 in it, my daily driver, and I pulled car haulers, I pulled all sorts of stuff with it, and it's a very good stout motor. As everybody knows who knows anything about the Chevy 350, it's probably the most demanded or bought, purchased, installed motor of all time. So now I'm going to put it into 4 high, and then we'll put it into 4 low, or 2 low, 4 low, I'm sorry, and you have to start in 4 high and have to drive it a little bit, so we're going to put it in 4 high. Whoops, I got to put it in neutral, I'm sorry. There, it's in 4 high. Okay. Put it into drive. And then I'm going to put it into 4 low real quick. And then we'll put it back into 2 high, because we just need to show you that it's working. There you go. So now it's in 4 low. Drive. And it just runs so smoothly. Everything functions so well on this truck. I'm going to put it back into 2 high. Drive it normally, so put it back into 2 high, back into drive, and we'll take it home. Oh, that's another thing I didn't show, and the other thing, there's a cup holder, and one thing I found when I was driving back, that AC vent blows right on your cup, and it kept my drinks cool. I don't think they planned it that way, but that's how it works. It actually worked really good. But everything about this truck is just well preserved, meticulously maintained, and I would have no hesitation somebody flying in from Alaska and taking a look at this vehicle and driving, or buying this vehicle and driving it home. I just drove it 1,000 miles, not a hiccup, not a single hiccup all the way home. And I should point out that everything works. I mean, right down to the light underneath the hood. Every high beam, low beam, blinkers, brake lights, backup lights, everything works on this truck. There isn't anything on this truck that doesn't work, including the port down there for your plug-in your phone or cigarette lighter or whatever you want to do with it. But and another thing is how beautiful this woodwork is in here. Typically this starts deteriorating in these trucks with a wood package, and this one is in absolutely gorgeous condition. So if you're interested in this truck, it is in Denton, Texas. There will be ads in like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, etc. And call the listed number and let's work out a deal. And thank you for coming along for the ride.